What is going on, guys? My name is Greyox and welcome back to yet another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Epic Class Setup video. And yes, it has been a while since I've done one of these videos, and I know you guys love them and I do truly enjoy making them. So today, guys, we will be covering a gun that I feel is honestly quite underrated. It kind of gets overshadowed by the KN-44, the ICR, the Man of War. Now, don't get me wrong, those guns are fantastic guns and I love them just as much, but I kind of feel like this gun doesn't get as much attention as it should, because honestly it is such a good gun and everybody should be using it a lot more. So if you haven't already guessed, the gun that we will be talking about, ladies and gentlemen, today is the HVK-30. So the HVK-30 is an assault rifle with a very fast fire rate and good hip fire accuracy. So in some ways it is somewhat similar to an SMG. One more thing that I love about this gun are the iron sights. The iron sights on this gun are just phenomenal. In my opinion, they're just really clean, really slick, and they do the job really well, and they don't take up much of your screen, and they just look really clean, to be honest with you. So without further ado, let's kick it right off with the optics. Now, for the optics, I actually decided to go with nothing. As I just said, I love the iron sights on this weapon. Now, I do know that the gameplay you guys are watching in the background right now is using a red dot sight, but for the majority of the time, I usually don't use any optics, and I just rock out with the iron sights. And I always also say that if you're comfortable with the iron sights, don't put on a red dot sight or any kind of optic. Just use the iron sights if you're comfortable with them, because if you just use an optic and you're already comfortable with the iron sights, you're kind of just wasting a point that you can be using for anything else. You could use it for a perk, you could use it for an attachment, whatever you really like, but just don't waste your points. And next up, we have attachments. Now, I have 3 attachments in total on this weapon. The first one being quick draw. Now, quick draw allows you to aim down your sights faster. So picture this: you're running around a corner and so is an enemy. You don't know that there's an enemy there. When you guys cross, basically whoever is able to aim down their sights faster and start shooting is more likely to win the gunfight. Now, if you have quick draw, that will massively help you, because quick draw, ladies and gentlemen, makes you aim down your sights a lot faster than normal. So for that reason, I love using quick draw on this gun and pretty much almost any other gun, unless it's a shotgun really, because usually with shotguns you don't aim down your sights that much. Moving on, we've got stock. Now, stock is an attachment that allows you to move faster while aiming down your sights, also called strafing. Now, strafing, as I said, is moving from left to right when aiming down your sights, and this is very useful because it makes you a harder target to hit. So if you're strafing while you're shooting at an enemy and he's not, you're more likely to get the kill because you're a harder target to hit, basically. And that's why I love using stock. Now, since this weapon has a pretty fast fire rate and good hip fire accuracy and it acts as an SMG in some ways, I do rush with it quite a bit, and having stock, it definitely helps, because if you're going to be rushing, you want to be able to strafe really well and really easily. Moving on to the final attachment, we have extended mags. Now, if there is one attachment that you are gonna change, make it extended mags. The HVK essentially has 30 bullets in each clip, and once you add extended mags, those bullets go up by 12 bullets and they go up to 42 bullets. And the only reason I really have extended mags on this class setup is that I feel like the HVK kind of burns through ammo pretty quickly. It has a very fast fire rate, thus it's gonna be burning through ammo, and your clips are always gonna be emptying out faster than you'd like them to. So for that reason, I like equipping extended mags. But if clip ammo capacity is not really a problem for you, I would recommend that you change it for something else, maybe fast mags perhaps, because fast mags allows you to reload your weapon faster, or you could totally switch it out for anything else really. It's totally up to you, foregrip or whatever. It could be anything. It's whatever you guys are comfortable with, but I personally like using extended mags. Now moving on to the perks, which are one of the most important parts of a class setup. For perk 1, I have Sixth Sense. Now what Sixth Sense does is it displays a red indicator on your minimap in the direction of an enemy, and this only works if the enemy is really close to you. Now there are countless amounts of times that Sixth Sense has came in clutch and saved me so bad. So I usually use Sixth Sense on the majority of my classes. Not all of them, but the majority of them have Sixth Sense because it is an extremely useful perk, and it honestly should be in many more Call of Duties. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is the only Call of Duty that has had it so far, and in my opinion, more Call of Duty should integrate this into their games. And I also chose another perk 1, and that is Overclock. Now Overclock allows you to earn your specialist abilities or weapons faster than normal. Now if you want to change this perk, you could by any means do so, but I like to earn my specialist abilities and weapons faster, so I use Overclock on this class. I do switch it out with other stuff sometimes, and you could do that as well, but for this class I like rocking Overclock. For perk 2, I have Fast Hands. Now Fast Hands is a perk that I use on every single class setup. What Fast Hands does is it allows you to switch your weapons faster, and it also allows you to aim down your sights faster after sprinting, and the keyword here is after sprinting. Alright, and for my final perk, I have Awareness. Now Awareness is a very simple yet very effective perk. What it does is it makes the enemy's footsteps louder. Now there is a catch on this, however. I would recommend that you only use Awareness if you're using a headset. If you're not, and you're just using your TV's audio, I would recommend that you switch out Awareness for something else, because it is not that useful and it's not that effective. If you're not using a headset, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. So unless you're using a headset like me, I would recommend that you switch out Awareness for any other perk. I would say maybe Tactical Mask, because Tactical Mask is pretty useful. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up, guys. This is my personal HVK-30 class. Now do remember that everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and this is just my personal opinion. And I would love to know what you guys use on the HVK-30. Let me know down below in the comments. And without further ado, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Remember to smash that like button if you have, and subscribe to stay tuned with my content. Also remember to turn on bell notifications to not miss out on any of my videos, and I will catch you on the next one.